Well, Chet Atkins has been on his own whirlwind tour here in the U.S. Most recently, he's performed on The Tonight Show, live with Regis and Kathy Lee, and at the prestigious Carnegie Hall. But this weekend, the legendary guitarist went home to rural Georgia and flipped through the pages of his past. Mountain Hill School was the place where Chet Atkins slid into the old wooden desks and hit the books. But with the country gentleman's alma mater in jeopardy, he took a stroll down memory lane.
This is a library, and here was a library when I think it was larger in those days. But that's where I was, sat right there at the table and listened to Roosevelt's speech after Pearl Harbor, the Day of Infamy speech. This is an important part of my life because this is where I practiced all the time. And the boys would get in there and shoot craps, and I'd sit here and play, and if Mr. McLean happened to come in, I'd start playing a certain tune, and they knew to pick up the dice and act like good boys.
But these halls where Chet once roamed were abandoned a few years ago. Students moved into a new school next door. At 64 years old, the building suffers from the ailments of aging. School officials want to take a wrecking ball to the rundown structure.
I didn't think much about it, except I thought, well, that building is not very old, and I thought back, yeah, well, it's built in 1930. I guess it is pretty old.
But Chet would like to see some of the history preserved, so he agreed to perform at a benefit concert. Of course, to many of his former classmates and teachers, Chet had his own page in the school's history books.
He liked to smoke sometime, and he would go behind the end of the school down there behind the bank, and that's where they did the smoking on this end of the school. But he's just a nice guy, and everybody liked him.
He was very quiet, very reserved. And during recess, he'd sit out here in the hall and strum on his guitar while some of the other boys were playing basketball or something.
Most things are the same, but I miss my dad tonight.
This auditorium holds a special place in Chet's heart.
I used to take music lessons in there from my dad. I saw my first movie in there, Tim McCoy cowboy movie. And played my first solo appearances were in there, really. No matter how many years go by, I still can't say goodbye. I miss you, Papa.
Some community leaders hope they don't have to say goodbye to the school. Chet's two benefit concerts raised about $16,000.